Blackjack is marketed as the fairest game in any casino, with simple rules, player-friendly odds, and the promise of a genuine chance. But beneath those placards and promotions lies a system where tiny rule changes can silently increase the house edge by over a full percentage point. If the rules look fixed, why are they so carefully calibrated? The answer turns the idea of fairness into something you are not meant to notice until you see how the game is actually controlled. Floor signage greets every blackjack player with the same message: simple rules, a fair shot, and odds that seem nearly even. Placards on the tables list the basics: beat the dealer, avoid busting, win with 21. Casinos display these claims openly, highlighting the low house edge as a selling point. The language is direct, promising transparency and a level playing field. One sign reads, "Blackjack pays 3-2." Another notes, "Dealer must draw to 16 and stand on all 17." These statements shape expectations before a single card is dealt. Marketing materials reinforce the idea of fairness. Brochures and websites describe blackjack as the most approachable game on the floor, often citing its reputation for being player-friendly. The message is repeated across properties and regions. Blackjack is straightforward, honest, and mathematically sound. Behind this uniform front, casinos assure guests of a secure and regulated environment, referencing oversight and adherence to official rules. Yet the details on the placards are only a fraction of the story. The rules are presented as fixed, but their quiet variations are not highlighted. Each table configuration is a deliberate choice, calibrated to balance appeal with house advantage. These decisions are not part of the public messaging. The perception of fairness is carefully maintained, while the underlying structure remains adjustable and largely unseen. At every blackjack table, the rule placard is only the surface. Each rule is a lever, set with precision to shape the game's outcome. The most visible is the payout ratio. When a table offers 6-5 on blackjack, instead of the traditional 3-2, the house edge rises by 1.39%. Over the course of millions of hands, this small adjustment translates to millions of dollars in additional revenue for the casino. Other rules work quietly in the background. The number of decks in play, ranging from a single deck to 8, directly affects the probabilities. More decks mean a higher house edge. The dealer's action on a soft 17 is another variable. When the dealer is required to hit on soft 17, the house edge increases by 0.2%. Options like double after split, surrender, and resplitting aces are toggled per table. Each adjustment is calculated, not random. A table games manager described it plainly. Every rule you see on the placard is there for a reason. We balance the appeal for players with the math that keeps the game profitable. These settings are documented, reviewed, and approved at the management level. The configuration of each table is logged, forming the basis for how every hand is tracked and analyzed. No two tables are necessarily the same, even within the same casino. The rule matrix is the foundation for everything that happens next. Every blackjack table is assigned a unique shoe ID linking each session to a specific set of cards and a defined rule configuration. As the dealer draws the first card, the system logs the precise timestamp, tying it to the table's schedule and shift. Each hand is recorded with a hand number, shoe identifier, and dealer code. The seat map tracks which positions are active, while stereo cameras above the table measure chip stacks in each betting circle. These cameras use height and color to estimate the value of every wager, supplementing RFID tags embedded in higher denomination chips. The outcome of each hand, win, loss, or push, is entered alongside the payouts, all time-stamped to the second. Shuffle points and cut card penetration are also captured, ensuring the table's operation matches the documented rule set. This data schema builds a digital record of every hand, independent of the players themselves. The system's focus is the table as a unit, not the individuals seated around it. Each round is translated into digits, forming an audit trail that can be reviewed for accuracy compliance, and risk analysis. Consistency in dealer actions becomes essential, as even minor deviations can disrupt the integrity of this continuous log. Every movement at a blackjack table is governed by a set of standardized procedures designed to maintain the integrity of the game's data. The dealer places a brightly colored cut card at a predetermined point in the shoe, marking where play will stop for a reshuffle. This position is not arbitrary. It is set by management and logged for each session. The cadence of dealing, how cards are drawn, exposed, and placed, is drilled into every dealer. Each step is timed to match protocols, with deviations noted in the system. Burn cards are discarded according to strict rules, and exposed or misdealt cards trigger immediate stoppages. When an error occurs, the procedure is clear. The dealer calls for a supervisor, the hand is voided, and the incident is flagged in the table log. Forced shuffles are initiated when the cut card appears, or if surveillance detects a pattern outside the expected cadence. Chip counts are handled with similar precision, with color and stack height verified before and after each round. These routines are not about speed or showmanship. Their purpose is to produce a reliable stream of data that back-end systems can audit, analyze, and flag. Dealers function as operators within a larger system, ensuring that every hand is traceable, every outcome accountable, and every deviation recorded for review. A grid of cameras covers every blackjack table from multiple angles, each lens assigned a precise field of view. The system is designed for total coverage. Overhead cameras capture the cards and chips, side angles record dealer hands, and wide shots monitor player positions. These feeds converge at a central surveillance room, where banks of monitors display live footage in a continuous loop. The surveillance director oversees this operation not as a detective, but as a systems manager. Attention is allocated by protocol, not intuition. Automated analytics process thousands of interactions per shift. Algorithms scan for irregularities, unusual bet spikes, out-of-sequence dealing, or patterns that deviate from the expected cadence. When a certainty score crosses a preset threshold, the system flags the incident for human review. Not every flag triggers action. False positives are filtered by analysts who cross-reference time-stamped logs with video. If a genuine anomaly is confirmed, the alert moves up the chain, surveillance director to pit manager, then to compliance if necessary. The process is procedural, not personal. Cameras do not discriminate. They record every hand, every chip movement, every dealer action. Observation is constant, but attention is assigned only when the system detects a variance worth measuring. Every decision at the blackjack table, whether hit, stand, double, or split, feeds into a stream of metrics. The system records each wager as a data point, not a personal choice, but part of a larger pattern. Exposure is measured in units: the size of the bet, the number of hands played, the variance in outcomes. These figures are normalized across thousands of sessions, forming a statistical model that absorbs individual differences. The sequence of actions creates a signature, but the system treats it as stochastic input, not intention. Perceived control dissolves into quantified exposure, managed and measured by design. In the server rooms behind the casino floor, rows of storage drives archive every hand, every bet, and every dealer action for weeks at a time. Regulations require surveillance footage and table logs to be retained for at least 7 to 30 days, but operational systems often keep data longer for review and analysis. Casino IT teams and data engineers maintain these archives, reconstructing sessions from time-stamped logs, camera feeds, and chip movement records. Vendor analytics platforms scan this historical data, searching for patterns that inform staffing levels or highlight operational risks. Table configurations and scheduling are adjusted using aggregated trends, not isolated incidents. Sessions may end for the player, but the record persists, feeding back into the system's ongoing process of refinement. Like the video, share it with others who gamble. Subscribe for more observational casino exposure content. Blackjack presents itself as a contest of skill and chance, shaped by human decisions and the shuffle of cards. Yet beneath the felt, every outcome is sorted, measured, and retained by systems built to manage volatility. The experience feels personal, but the reality is procedural. What looks like freedom is structured variance, maintained for statistical certainty. The game's humanity is surface, and the control is absolute. Every blackjack hand is logged, watched, and measured, far beyond the felt. Today, data and surveillance shape every wager, not just luck. As casino systems grow more advanced, player perception matters less than the numbers. The real game is played in the margins you never see. Thank you for watching. Like the video, share it with others who gamble, subscribe for more observational casino exposure content.